I guess I've just reached a point to where some people, and it's probably only 5% of the people needed to hear this. I know a lot of y'all don't need to hear this, and I love y'all, and I'm sorry that you got to listen to this. All right, y'all, I think it's time we get down to business because we've had quite a bit of hate lately. People seem to think we're just loaded over here on this channel. So today we're going to do the video that I've been dreading, but at the same time saying that we're going to do. We're going to do it today. And before any of y'all say down in the comment section below that you don't need to do this or explain this to anybody, yeah, I know that. Let's let the truth out. Let's go on and get it out. Come on, let's go. Woo! I started my channel back in 2017, 18, something like that. I don't even really know, to be honest with you guys. Now, me and Foxcast, we kind of teamed up. He took me under his wing and he said, man, I think you can do this. Foxcast really helped me get started, y'all, and I appreciate that. That's my homeboy. But back when I first started, I didn't kind of know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going with this. I knew that there was a lot of you guys that were on a shoestring budget that couldn't get done, or you felt like you couldn't at least. So I felt like it was my job, my obligation, my duty to show you you could have something with a little bit of ingenuity, some effort, and some damn go get 'em. Y'all know what go get 'em is? I've shown you that you don't have to spend $50,000, $60,000 on a Fox body to have something nice and something that you're proud of. These little kids, I've told y'all, these little kids that's riding around in these minivans with their mama, and they go into soccer practice and they see you. You don't know how you're inspiring these kids. You don't have a clue, but you're doing it. You're doing it. You're inspiring a whole group of people out there that you know nothing about. The reason why I'm telling you this is because keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting the good fight, y'all. You got it in you, you can do this. With all that being said, why am I rambling? Why did I go off on this tangent? Because that's what this channel was built off of. Sure, things have changed a little. We got a little bit of money that comes in on YouTube. Ooh, we rich now, y'all. We rich, we can do whatever we want to do. No, we're not. We're not. We're basically the same channel that we were, but we make a little bit more money. Just a little bit. I've seen a lot of comments where people talk about, oh, it must be nice if you got sponsored parts. Sure, I could do the same thing you're doing with sponsored parts. Show me. That's what I want to see. But see, I don't see a lot of people doing that. I see a lot of this right here on the internet. That's what I see. We're going to get into it on this video. And y'all are going to understand that it ain't quite as rosy as you might think it is. Let's change the camera angle. What have we done since we've been on this channel? Originally, we built the Retro Fox. That was a pretty simple build. That was a lot of ingenuity. That was a lot of just grinding it out, labor. You know, the wheels were probably about $1,500, $1,600 with tires. I had about $400 on the interior. I had about $800 in paint, and there was the Retro Fox. I had one sponsor back then, and that was LMR, and they had just come on. You know, the first thing I ever got sponsored was a radiator. That didn't make the Retro Fox. The Retro Fox was made because of my hard work, my effort, and my belief in myself. That's why the Retro Fox looked like it did. Next up was the Calypso. Now this car needed a lot more money, a lot more time and effort, but I pulled it off. Guys, it wasn't easy. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul to get that Calypso done, but I got it done. I didn't send that damn car to anybody and get any work done. I did the work myself. Interior, exterior, engine, all of it. That's what this channel is. I'm not a huge channel like some of these other ones. No, I'm not. But I'm here to inspire you guys, to show you to get off your ass and get out there and get work done. Ain't that what you want? Don't you want to save money? A little bit of effort, a little bit of hard work, and you can have something. Just like you guys that go out there and pump iron all day. It's hard work, right? But you want to look a certain way. So you understand the effort that's got to be put into it. It's the same thing when it comes to body work, paint, engine building, all the stuff that we do on this channel. So the next one would have been the Carbon Fox. Carbon Fox, man, it took everything I could do to buy that car. This is a real rough patch in my life when I got the Carbon Fox. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was something that happened right as around the time where I lost my mom with the Carbon Fox. And I told my mom about it, and I told her, you know, I wanted to do it blue and silver, which was a car that I had. I had a blue and silver 93 GT. We called it Blue Mica back in the day. And I told my mom about it, and I explained to her, look, this is kind of what I want to do. You know, do you think the channel would want to see this car? And my mom was like, son, you do whatever. I think it would be awesome. I always love that car. You know, just do you. I'm gonna buy this car. I don't know how I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm gonna buy it. So I kind of put back a little bit of money. And ultimately, before I could buy the car, my mom, we ended up losing her pretty quickly after. And but I went ahead and I did what I said I was gonna do, and I bought that car. This was a very kind of untimely. Nobody expected any of this to happen. My mom was just turned 60. This wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened. My point is, I went out and I still did what I said I was going to do. Y'all don't understand all this stuff. Y'all don't see the struggles and all the bullshit that goes on, right? I went for a month after that with not having any money for the channel. No money, because I took every bit of that money and I put it into that car so that y'all could see me do another and build another and push through the struggles and the strife of life. I did all that to show you guys that you can do it too. All the excuses can go out the window. If you want to be who you say you want to be, then get out there and do it. If you grinding it out, baby, and you getting out there and you doing this stuff that I'm doing and plus some, hats off to you, man. That's cool. But some of you guys just running your mouth. Well, see, that ain't good for the community. That's not good for my people. I don't want my people reading these comments and seeing this kind of crap. But yeah, I'm gonna brag and I'm gonna boast a little bit, y'all. And I think you should too. You should take pride in it. That's one thing on my channel that I don't do a lot of, is brag and boast, because I'm a very humble guy. But it's about time we go ahead after 7 years now, and I go ahead and tell you guys, yeah, I'm proud of what I've done. And that's the legacy I want to leave behind, is get off your dead ass and get out and make life happen. That's what I want you guys to take from this. Yeah, but what about the money? How much money do you make? I'll just go. YouTube don't like this, by the way. So that's the check that's coming in for this month. I want to talk about it. Step back. This shop was paid for when I sold my Cobra. I sold my 04 Cobra that I had, Yellow Wolf, and part of that money went into this shop. And we made all this happen. We poured the concrete, we got the shop built, because I felt like that was the next step that my channel needed to take. I've been at my job for 25 years. 25 years. And I still come out here and I do this for $2,000 a month. And if you want to know the truth, I will say that all this money stays with me. But hold on. See that jet ski? I made a deal with my wife. I said, look, if we get a jet ski, I'll pay the payments on the jet ski, and I'll just use YouTube money. So take that off of $2,000. Take that off. Your boy's working with anywhere from $1,500 to about $1,700 to $1,800 a month that I've got to put into this channel to build these cars. You say, okay, well, what about all your sponsors? I got some sponsors that'll send me small stuff. And then most sponsors save me a little bit of money. Is this the way you thought YouTube worked? How about all these cars that get built? How you think they get built? You think I pay people to come out here and do this stuff? Is that what y'all think? I work my ass off to have what I have. So when I'm out here and I'm grinding it out, it's cause I got to. Here's me. This is me. I'm just a normal dude busting my ass. Matter of fact, there's a part of a chicken coop that we're building out there right now that we got to take over there. I guess I've just reached a point to where some people, and it's probably only 5% of the people needed to hear this. I know a lot of y'all don't need to hear this, and I love y'all, and I'm sorry that you got to listen to this. I heard a lot of people talking about Berger. Oh yeah, with sponsored parts. I could do that. No, you couldn't. He might, in total, saved $1,500 to $2,000 on this whole build. It ain't as easy as y'all think. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, but some of y'all, you don't know. This is brutal, baby. This is what we do. This is who I am. I'm just a dude down here making shit happen, trying to inspire y'all so that you can do the same. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I love y'all. And as always, ain't nobody here but me. Thanks for watching.